Hey everybody, welcome to the Time Rust Brain Trust Podcast. I'm a little under the weather right now, so I'm Batman.
This is The Plague, Episode 2.
Well, since you just got over something, you can't really talk about it.
I'm still kind of
A little.
experiencing it. It's really quite bad.
I don't really know what happened. I blame people.
You guys got the crud. Ha ha.
I usually don't get sick, and then I met some people, and they got me sick. But we won't get into that.
Yeah, you met some evil people this week.
But it is Episode 10.
Right now,
Episode
Pretty
10.
excited for that.
We are in the double digits,
folks.
baby.
Double the digits. Double your pleasure.
double your fun.
Double mint gum.
You know, it is an X for that, so an X is multiplication and...
Division.
What?
What?
That was random.
No, X isn't division.
My dear Aunt Sally.
He's going through the order of operations, folks. Sorry.
Foil.
So, anyways...
Also-
My brain hurts, and it's not even 5 minutes. into
First
the
outer, inner
podcast.
last.
I know. Let's do the introductions. To my left is Marquise.
What it is, folks.
What's up, dude?
Now, we're a little out of order because, I don't know, you guys are just weird today. To his left is Steve.
How's it going, folks?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
And to his left is
to be here.
Eli.
I'm back.
Biggie's is back.
He is completely not Batman for those at home.
I didn't die.
No.
No.
He went
I was just absent.
Went to what was it, a healing coma?
I did turn into the Nemesis
You pulled a
for a couple
Superman.
days last week.
That was really
So-
weird when I saw you walking your dog.
I was just going around saying stars.
Yeah, you know, you don't expect to see a guy with a rocket launcher walking a dog.
No.
No.
It's a
No.
tiny dog.
You should have called me. I would have put in my, RCPD and just ran for you down the street.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll stop and look around and then just keep running.
It was pretty
And
good.
This week I am the bastion of
Twilight?
illness.
World of
I'm
Warcraft
Nathan.
reference.
Yeah, you know what? No.
Bastion was also a good game.
It was. It was yeah, babe.
Well, I tell you, Bastion would go down and shoot people in the face.
I can't wait to play their new game, Transistor. Oh my gosh. I just watched like a 15-minute gameplay video of that. Amazing.
Pretty excited.
We'll talk about that in a little bit. Actually, we have some really big news to talk about.
Yeah, there's
First-
some cool stuff.
First, we're going to get to Marquise. What are you doing?
So wow, I've been doing some stuff. Of course, more Arkham Asylum or Arkham City, rather, because I'm prepping for Arkham Origins.
I just read the big Game Informer article about all that, and
Yeah.
they're also making a Vita and a 3DS game that's going to
Yes,
be a
they are.
side-scrolling,
Yeah, I'm
like
actually-
Metroidvania kind of game.
Actually,
And
looks pretty awesome.
yeah,
I'm super jazzed.
it might be another reason to own a Vita.
There are several.
No,
already.
I'll get a 3DS before I get a Vita.
There's like 2 reasons right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said another.
Persona.
Yeah, I'm just
Persona
saying.
4
It's been
Gold.
out for a year.
Persona 4 Gold, that's really it.
Uncharted. Gold
Wake Up
Abyss.
Club, that's the other one.
I'm a big Uncharted fan, so.
But yeah, so I've been playing lots of that. Let's see. I've been reading some comic books. I read Injustice, the online webcomic.
It's great.
Pretty hardcore stuff. Superman's
Best
pretty,
use of Superman
Yeah,
in a comic book.
he's pretty hardcore in his comic book. He is
Except
no
when he was,
nonsense.
towing the earth around and stuff.
Yeah.
No. He's a Superman who will pull Atlantis out of the ocean and put it in the Sahara Desert to tell Aquaman to know his role, type deal.
Wow.
I'm
Pretty good
sorry.
Superman.
If you can get the King of Atlantis to kneel before you, he's pretty prideful at that. You're doing some work.
Wow.
Then he got Wonder Woman as his new side chick.
Yeah.
But what says happening in the
All I'm
comics
saying
anyway.
is Wonder Woman is a huge upgrade compared to Lois Lane.
Well, she can actually handle herself. And what about supervillains kidnapping her every 3 minutes of the day?
And she can handle Superman at his best.
Mm-hmm. But I've also been reading more comic books. Age of Ultron. I've been rereading that stuff. Got the review coming for that pretty soon. Been watching some movies lately. Let's see. I finally watched Harry Potter number 7.5 or 8. What is it? The movie.
The last one?
I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but it was on HBO
It was
this week at work, so I watched it.
The movies have all been really great.
I'm
I like
I'm
all
not a
of them.
Harry Potter fan, but I've always been
It was
a fan of the films.
I was a huge fan of the books at first, and like I read all those, and seeing the movies, like they really captured what I had in my mind's eye in the first place. Like, I think they all did a really good job of representing that stuff.
I'm more of the Percy Jackson, the Olympians myself, so
Yeah.
I've been reading that series again because the movie's coming out.
That
and
movie
the new book's
was
coming out.
not good.
No, it's compared to the
At
book.
all.
The book was amazing compared to that.
That movie was horrible, actually.
I'm hoping Sea of Monsters goes back and changes a lot of things and
Yeah.
fixes a lot of the problems that Lightning Thief had.
That's what we say about certain movies all the time.
Mm-hmm. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I remember
Green
watching
Lantern.
that movie with my sister, and we just made fun of it the whole time because it was really terrible.
I watched Spanglish.
It's a good movie.
No, I was...
You're really digging deep.
Yeah, HBO, man. We work at a hotel with free HBO. And take advantage of that.
Yeah.
I watched The Messengers with George Clooney. That was a really good flick.
You mean The Descendants?
Was it The Descendants or was it The Messengers?
Descendants.
Descendants, whatever.
There is one called The Messengers, but The
That's a
Descendants...
different... Yeah, that's a completely different game.
That's the one where he's in Hawaii and his wife dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's The Descendants.
Oh, right on. Sorry. My bad, Mr. Clooney. Don't get mad at me.
He will kill you.
He's George Clooney.
You'll have a letter tomorrow in the mail from his lawyer.
Cease and desist.
Like,
Stay away from us.
I won't even have this on the air yet, and we'll have a letter already.
So someone's knocking on the door.
Well, then you gotta just go, you know what? I sat through that horrible piece of crap called Batman and Robin. You owe me this one.
Hey.
You can't blame him for that. He was a great Bruce Wayne, horrible Batman.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
He was a good Bruce
He wasn't
Wayne,
good
horrible
either
Batman.
way.
Bruce Wayne,
But
horrible
Val
Batman.
Kilmer was a horrible Bruce
Horrible
Wayne, but a
all
great
around.
Batman. So if you took them together and, put them into the amalgam universe...
I hated both of them just all around hatred.
I watched Street Fighter.
Oh.
Yes!
Dude, are you man enough to fight me, Bison?
Shout out to Raul Julia.
He was
Dude,
the...
I just
he
threw up in my
ruled.
mouth a little.
Dude,
That movie's awful.
yes, but it's so awful, it's good.
That's the...
It's a terrific piece of cinema.
Yes. I'm down. Easy nose, boom.
Wow.
And right behind that, I went
Terrific
into
piece of cinema.
Mortal Kombat.
Which one? Annihilation or number one?
Number one. I'll throw Annihilation to the fire.
I don't know. Annihilation's pretty good.
Annihilation sucked monkey turds.
The first one isn't that great either. They totally did my favorite character.
Annihilation's
kind of
cool.
Except for when Jax supposedly got cybernetic arms and then he just tears them off because they were overlays.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that was dumb.
still.
Yeah,
Pretty great.
Plot holes.
the movie itself was awful. The first one was.
But Street Fighter was amazing. You can't be thinking going, quick, change the channel. That scene was hilarious.
Pretty
it
good.
was so worth it for that right there.
It's pretty
but
good.
then Jean-Claude Van Damme's over-top portrayal as Guile. And
He wasn't number one. He wasn't big enough, and number two, his hair wasn't big enough.
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
He was awesome as
fun.
Guile. He
If-
was great.
If his hair can't carry weight,
And then Fei Long being like a non-martial artist was great. Kylie Minogue was Cammy, which was she's pretty. And then there was the American guy playing T-Hawk.
Yeah.
And then the skinny guys playing Ryu and Ken. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
well, you also look at the art style though, where the more updated characters where they're huge, and even the women have like massive hands and feet, and Chun-Li's like thighs are as big around as Zangief's torso, and it's just the art style is a little ridiculous.
That's what I've been doing.
Apparently, been doing a lot.
Yeah, well, on my downtime, a lot of it's been at the hotel.
True that.
All right, Steve, what have you been doing?
Well, I finally sucked it up and finished Dance of Dragons.
Nice.
Yeah,
Was it good?
it was good. There's a dry spell like in the middle where he introduces characters that you don't care about because they end up going the way of the most good characters in the way of George R.R. Martin books. Where they just kind of
Die.
they appear
In a horrible way.
It's strange. They appear and they die in a anticlimactic, horrible way in the same book. So they might as well not even been written in.
Yeah.
And
Might as well just like somebody had mentioned them or something.
yeah, you're like, this guy, he got burned by dragons. Done. Boom. Easy.
Yeah.
There's a little time backlogging back in the beginning of the book, because when I was reading it, I was like, well, this already happened
It was like previously on.
Well, what
Game
it
of
was,
Thrones.
in the end of the previous book, Feast of Crows, excuse me.
Mhm.
They were like, well, people are probably wondering what's happening with these guys, so might as well tell them in the next book. So we'll rewind time a little. It was just obnoxious. If he would write a book that's centered around Tyrion Lannister, Jon Snow, Arya Stark, and Bran Stark, it would probably be one of the best books he's ever written. Because those are the best characters in the whole thing. They're the ones that make the least ridiculously dumb and counterproductive decisions. Aside from that, I watched the new episode of Being Human on Monday. Super good. I checked out Defiance, the show, not the game, because I heard the game was not so good.
Yeah.
It got bad reviews, mainly because it looked unfinished. Anyway, show looks good. I'm looking forward to seeing it in the future. Since I've been working 10-hour days, I've been playing a lot of one-shot games, some Warframe, a little bit, a lot of League of Legends with my friends. I started playing with my my Canadian friends again, so it's not so bad.
Canada.
I sparked up Resistance: Fall of Man 1 and 2.
Random.
Oh yeah,
That's super random.
I had a need for.
I loved Resistance
some
too.
good first person. Yeah, Resistance
love
was
It
too.
was so. What are you
Resistance
talking about?
too.
That game was too hard. Too hard.
Marquise,
I think
you are not allowed to comment on the
hard.
difficulty of
For
games
is
because you think Skyrim is hard.
wait,
You
what?
are disqualified.
Skyrim is ridiculous.
I can agree with that.
You are completely disqualified.
But I went through one. I had a lot of good memories with one, and I've only got small snippets of time, so I just picked up a few things and things like that. And then, aside from League and whatnot, I've been working on my illustration work on the side, and whatever time I could spare went into expanding my super universe for El Tabletop Game-O. So
the Spanish version.
yeah. Actually, I did sort of write up a Green Lantern knockoff that was a luchador named El Verde Magnifico, but I threw that one out.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it worked out. That's what I thought Boz was initially in the beginning. I was like, why do they have a Green Lantern luchador? It just turned out he was a Muslim exploitation character with a gun, and I don't understand.
Great.
There's DC for you.
Yeah, DC, thank you for shoving something else down our throats. Appreciate it.
It's pretty good.
So, that's pretty much all I've been doing this week. I mean, I've been
that
scrambling
mean-
where I could.
Does that mean I get his extra
to
minute?
make in. So, but yeah, we switched tabletop we switched to tabletop Sundays, so we got a good session in on that, and I'll hopefully when Blood and Smoke comes out in the next couple of months, soon, I'll be able to write something up on that. But,
You should probably also get that checked out.
that's about all I got.
So
Eli, what you been doing?
Well, aside from
Being sick.
depositing little yellow packages into tissues for a week and a half,
nice.
That's gross.
I have
I can agree with that. It's awful.
I've been playing a lot of games. Mainly things that I don't have to think about up until this past Monday or Tuesday when I started feeling a little bit better. The week before that, though, I was just playing stuff that I didn't have to think about, so that boiled down to a lot of Minecraft.
Did you actually fight the dragon yet?
Oh yeah, I've not on the Xbox version. I haven't, but on the PC version, I've slain many dragons. And but I dug a giant hole in the ground because I'm like trying to build like a big underground base. So I dug probably like 10,000 blocks out of this hole in the ground over the course of like 6 hours. And did nothing but that, and then I made like a cactus farm that's automated so that like I just have constant cactus, and I don't know what I use them for. I mean, there's not really anything you can do with them. But
Minecraft would be hard for me because, or at least playing with friends, because I just end up watching people build these ridiculous things and dumping buckets of lava on them.
yeah, see, I went that route for a long time, but then like I got into like trying to build more like automated stuff and like building different types of farms and mob traps and stuff like that. But I was doing a lot of that just because I had no capacity to play any type of other game. Like I couldn't focus on anything. Did that. Watched a lot of Fringe. I'm like almost done with season 4. I watched so much.
I've not watched one episode yet.
I cannot wait.
Come
you
on.
are missing out on something that is
It's in
great.
Netflix, so I'll catch it in the Netflix.
Dude, Marquise, you got to get on that because holy crap, that show, man, wonderful.
It took the concept, like the idea of what X-Files was when it was good, and then it took it to a better level.
Yeah, it amped it up so much and made it like
when they
you get gratification every episode. Like
it's not
like where there's the big overarching thing with the X-Files. I mean, yeah, there is a huge overarching story in this, but like it's not
it's
like
well done. It's not like Mulder lost his sister.
It's not where they're always just teasing you with something bigger. Like you're getting the big thing each episode and having a big revelation and like, wow, that's crazy, and then you see how that affects other things in that universe, and like that's what makes that show really cool.
That's another thing I really liked about Supernatural, though, where like it has its overarching story, but some of the best episodes, just like in Fringe, are the standalone episodes where like it centers around a self-completing plot.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah,
I guess I'll check that out.
I'm mostly through season 4. I can't wait till season 5 shows up on there because I didn't get to watch any of that on TV at all. So I'm real excited. Watched a ton of that. I love that show. Also been like a bunch of stuff. Like way too much showed up on Netflix last week. Like way too much.
Just like a truckload of good content.
Yeah, like tons of stuff. We got both of the Justice Leagues. We got Batman Beyond. We got like everything that Adult Swim has to offer. One season of. I don't know why they just did one season of everything. It's kind of weird.
Because Cartoon Network is full of jerks.
I guess. I mean, like, why would you just put out one season of Aqua Teen Hunger Force? It takes like 20 minutes to watch that whole thing. Like
in 1 hour you can surmise a season.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, like, why put out one? Like, put out seasons 1 through 5, or better yet, put out all of them, because why not?
Did they put up Metalocalypse yet?
Yeah, Metalocalypse is on there, one season.
The first season?
Yeah, that's all they're doing with everything. C-Lab 2020 is on there.
Cartoon Network literally just dumped their entire library on us.
Yeah, I mean, there's way too much on there for me to even think about trying to watch it all, so I've just been picking random things here and there, like favorite episodes from each season that I want to watch, so I've been doing a lot of that. Then Injustice came out on Tuesday, and I've been playing that every day since then.
I need to play that game.
The game is so much fun. It is just, like, I have a grin on my face the entire time I'm playing that game. Like,
dude, we nerded out Tuesday night, not gonna lie. It was so much fun.
So good. Just the amount of stuff in that game. I'm playing through the Star Labs missions. I'm only on, like, mission 40. Each character has 10 missions within there, and as you progress, you unlock more missions. And earlier I played Catwoman today, and one of her missions, you actually play as her cat, and you're just dodging lasers trying to get across this level. Like, so they've got a lot of little silly stuff in there like that, and like then you're like in the Batcave dodging traps and lights and stuff in there to try and steal the Batmobile. And like just little cool things that they have set up for each character that kind of challenge you to use your skills in a different way and like use your abilities. Like one had her like deflecting batarangs that were being thrown at you from off screen, and like they would come in different waves at different heights, and you had to kind of destroy them before they hit you. And one hit and you fail and you have to start over. So like it kind of makes you learn the pacing of the moves and like how to really use some of the different stuff. So I mean that stuff's really cool. The online mode is really great. I have not had any lag fighting online, which makes me very happy, because why should you have lag in this day and age? There's no reason. That stuff's really great. Shout out to the people online that haven't figured out that this is a fighting game, because a lot of people are just content to sit in the corner and throw lasers at you as Superman. And sadly, that's pretty effective. So, I mean, there might be a little bit of balancing issue there to that game.
Isn't that what mostly, I encountered a lot of that is on Street Fighter 4.
Well,
you just have some dude sitting in the corner throwing, tiger shots.
Yeah, you will encounter that once in a while when you venture out into the online world of Street Fighter, but overall, you find people that just want to fight and play a fighting game. Like, so they're trying to get in your face and actually fight you. 4 out of the 5 matches that I played online today consisted of someone sitting in the corner spamming fireballs of some sort.
Quick side note on that. I know it's made by NetherRealm.
Mm-hmm.
How does it stack up to the new Mortal Kombat game
Uh,
that came out last year? Or
it's
the year
better.
before? It's better?
It does that better than Mortal Kombat.
Good. I mean, I played the crap out of Mortal Kombat. I loved it. You know, I
It's
played
a
as Night
lot
Wolf,
more. It feels a lot more fluid than that Mortal Kombat game.
Good.
And
It's nice to see things are progressing.
yeah, they made a weird change. Like back, like you have to hold back to block now, or down to block low, and that feels kind of weird to me because like I was used to having the block button, and so it's making it a little bit harder for me to block attacks. But I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But
Okay.
I've overextended myself.
My big thing is that the big characters are slow. They are super slow.
But they have a lot of really crazy stuff
Yeah,
that we didn't know about.
Yeah.
I got into playing Bane and Doomsday a little bit more, and they have a lot of really crazy stuff to counter the fact that they move so slow.
Okay.
But that's what I've been doing. How about you, Nate?
Yeah. So Nate, what have you been doing?
Trying not to die.
Well,
It's important. It's
I've been Batman.
It's a struggle.
The rooftops of Gotham City.
All right, so
Actually,
I actually beat Bioshock Infinite.
And
great.
Finally.
It's really good, but I have complaints. But we won't discuss that right now.
Because
That'll
you
be
can't talk.
no, because it would ruin it for you guys, like completely. Just
Yeah, you can't really discuss much about that game without ruining a lot of stuff.
I mean, the name makes sense once you beat the game.
That's about all you can say
Yep.
and remain mostly spoiler free.
I really I liked it for the most part. The gameplay isn't perfect, but it still is fun, and it was good. You know, you don't use all the vigors as much as you think, like certain ones.
I mean, that depends on your playstyle. I mean, if you're the kind of person that finds a couple that you like and you just focus on those, like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously what
Well,
you're
how
going to
often
do.
did you use Bucking Bronco?
Bucking Bronco? All the freaking time.
See, I never use it.
Constantly. I love that thing, dude. Like, I just pop dudes up in the air, walk up, shotgun, blop, send them flying off into the
I
sky.
love
Well, that's if you,
these.
It was
if you had a
great.
shotgun. Well, they have was it crows now, ravens, whatever.
Oh, the Ravens.
Murder
yeah,
of
the Ravens,
Crows.
Yeah, yeah. Because when I
Murder
played,
of
I was
Crows is
shooting
real
Ravens.
good. Like, all the vigors are really good, and they all work in a unique way with each other.
They do, but they're not always something you're going to feel is like, oh, I can go to this every time. You know, like the fireball thing is your grenade, and then you can make it more powerful, and then it's actually worth something. But some of them, unless you power them up, they're crap. So you better look for all that extra money and, you know, plan on upgrading.
Yeah.
The upgrading your guns, definitely a must. The other thing, Iron Man Rise of the Technovore, it was okay.
Oh, that anime.
Yeah, the anime that just came out on Tuesday. You know, I got it on Blu-ray.
You see it.
It has cool stuff. I mean, it's clearly an anime. It's got the guy with quote-unquote godlike power that goes crazy, and then it runs amok, and then takes over a building, and you know, like every anime ever.
So it hits all the right tropes.
It has all of them. And then, what is it? It's got War Machine, The Punisher, Hawkeye, and Black Widow.
That's
So-
a pretty good lineup for an anime.
And also had Shield, Nick Fury,
No cap.
no Cap. They
Can't
talk.
see it. No
They
cap.
talk about Captain America.
Yes, Steve.
They got Maria Hill. Well, you know, it's an Iron Man thing, so he doesn't have to be in
he
it.
doesn't have
They
to
don't
be.
want someone to steal Iron Man's thunder.
Yeah.
Also, it's
Speaking of thunder, Thor's not in that movie either.
Yeah.
but you gotta admit, it's an anime. Do you really want Thor or not Thor? Do you want Captain America to be in an anime?
Actually,
Yeah.
now that I think about it, probably
Probably
not. Unless
not,
it's from
yeah.
the Disney/Marvel animation studios.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's American made.
America.
America.
Pennsylvania.
Overall, it was okay. Some people had complaints, but really those complaints are basically complaints that you'd have against anime in general. So
See,
if you're a fan of anime, you walk away from it thinking it's pretty good.
I hate that where people are like, "Oh, I hate anime," blah blah blah. Like the Paragon Lost thing they did with Mass Effect was actually a pretty decent flick, but they're like, oh, anime, blah blah blah, and I just told the comment you made was correct. If you don't like anime,
Not gonna like it.
don't watch it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hear you complain about it when you do.
Yeah.
You know, Studio Bones. They do a lot of good stuff. They did this, so the work was there,
Yeah.
quality was there. My only complaint is video quality. I got the Blu-ray. I paid like over $20 for it.
Okay.
I kind of regret getting the Blu-ray because it didn't seem like the video quality was.
It just
that
seemed
good.
like maybe it was like an upconvert from DVD.
It really did. Well, I mean,
post-production upgrade in quality.
we've been watching. What was it? Naruto,
Yeah.
Shippuden,
I
in
love that show.
high def. It looks
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
This doesn't look
so
as good as that.
Wow.
That show is so good.
Okay.
So I mean, it's worth watching. It's worth having. And
I bet it was. I bet they just upconverted from.
Yeah, standard def.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it was all right though.
The only way it could have been better is if it was post-production 3D conversion.
Oh my gosh. All right, and then Defiance came out, and I wanted to talk about that for a second. Okay, it's all right. It's a science fiction show. We don't have enough of those. The acting 90% of the time is atrocious, but it's a science fiction show.
Yeah.
So we're not going to get amazing acting.
You can't
You
expect
could expect a little bit more than
calling the Academy.
Come on now, no, you can't say that.
You
because
could expect a
Eureka
little
had
bit
good
more than
acting.
90%.
Okay, Eureka was not just a sci-fi show though.
But it also had better acting.
That's true.
In fact,
Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I'd call the Academy on that. And be like Jean-Luc Picard, nailed it.
It really wasn't.
Earl Grey, hot.
that basically that was my complaint with it. The special effects were okay most of the time. It was a 2-hour premiere.
It was good.
It has a lot of cool stuff.
Is there a lot of people going AFK?
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't get that.
They just stand there. little tag like hashtag like LOL making grilled cheese.
Well, it was funny because
Like when you saw mailboxes where there were a lot of people huddled around them.
They were like standing there on the main street, just like jumping up and down. You had
People-
like one chick in her underwear, like dancing on top of it.
People phasing through each other, trying to click on quest givers.
There was like you're like going through the TV show, and you're like, why are there so many people at the bank?
Yeah.
it's funny though. The end the show did end with a raid
Why
setting.
does that guy keep tossing
raid?
fireworks into the air?
Well, you saw the ending of the first. Yeah, I mean it's kind of a raid, right?
Yeah.
Big battle.
I mean, like, watching the show makes me want to play the game, and then I went out and read the reviews about the game where it basically
Oh, they
seems
stink.
unfinished and it needs work, but I was
Yeah.
like...
Definitely check out some videos online. I know Giant Bomb did a quick look of it. And
How about we do a video on it? Let's go. How about you guys get
Because
on
I'm
that?
not paying $60 for that thing.
Yeah, no matter
Yeah.
how... From what I've read,
They got a
basically,
copy for free,
the
most
idea
likely.
is no matter how much you polish that turd, it doesn't make it any better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll probably patch it heavily as it goes on. That's why I wanted to get it for computer instead of console. I just can't play MMOs on console. Bugs the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Not that there's been a lot of those you could play.
Final Fantasy 11 wasn't bad on Xbox 360.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I played the trial of that for a long
I played
time.
that game for years, and it was awesome.
You guys and your Final Fantasy games.
Seriously.
All right, now we're
Man,
going
I
to take it
play
over
that
to the news. Who's got what?
Well, who wants to start it off?
Easy. I mean, you want to go first? You haven't been here. in a
I
while.
don't
I
care.
don't know. Marquise looks sleepy.
Yeah, he does look sleepy. He better go ahead
It's
and
like
get his out of the
it's
way.
like 900 degrees in here, so yeah, I'm gonna look sleepy.
You don't know about 900 degrees, dude.
Well, I
You're
could
supposed to say
open. I could open up the door if you guys want to try that.
You, sir, do not know about
Yeah,
900.
I was about to
it's
say,
alright.
I was like,
What news you got?
Well,
How much you
I've got some Nintendo stuff because they had a Nintendo Direct this week where they had some pretty decent announcements, and then I've of course got like releases for next week.
All right, go ahead.
go right ahead.
All right, well, Nintendo Direct happened this past week.
What's that?
That's their little. They do it like I don't know, once a month, basically.
Oh, you
Two.
weren't here last month. He wasn't here when you did your first Nintendo Direct thing.
No, he wasn't. No,
Ah, you're gonna enjoy
Yeah.
this. This is fun. This is good stuff.
there was
Takes
they do
like
it-
40 minutes.
No, it won't be that long this week. There's not like a lot of what they announced this week was kind of a rehash of old stuff. But no, there was they do it like once a month, and it's nice because they keep all their fan base informed about what's going on out there and what's happening with Nintendo. Yeah, I mean, you can make all the weird gestures that you like, but...
I mean, I still get the Squaresoft email, like, it's like, oh, the Square Enix newsletter. I'm like, junk. Because that's exactly what Square Enix is to me. They're dead to me.
But you buy that Final Fantasy.
Actually, I haven't bought a Final Fantasy game for a long, long time.
Oh, sorry.
But
But you will.
The big thing...
If it goes the way of 13.
The big things that they announced were centered around some of the stuff that they had already talked about in the last Nintendo Direct. They talked more about Mario and Luigi Dream Team and showed some more gameplay from that. I think that's going to be a really fun game. They said the release date for Animal Crossing New Leaf. It's actually coming out now on June 9th. So they pushed that back a little bit from the last time that I saw a release date for it. The day before E3 starts. So, I mean, you've got that, and then you've got a full week of E3, and then on Friday, The Last of Us comes out. Oh. Which is weird for that game, too. Why are they releasing it on a Friday?
Is it after E3?
Yeah, it's on Friday. It's the last day of E3 it comes out.
I have that. I still have that game reserved. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting so long for that.
So that's going to be a crazy busy week. This Sunday, Lego City Undercover, The Chase Begins comes out. It's going to be an open world game that takes place before the Wii U version.
That's just the Wii.
Yeah, it's a prequel
I'm
to the
upset
Wii U
because
version.
I wanted to play that because it's GTA 4 for Legos, and I wanted to play it.
It's coming to Xbox and PS3 and PC in like sometime soon. Like another month, maybe. They just had it locked. They had it locked as an exclusive on the Wii U, and it's been.
Is it like really soon, or is it like Bethesda?
I think it's a couple weeks
soon, which is like
I think it's a couple weeks, maybe. It's been out for a few weeks on Wii U.
Weeks.
Yeah. They showed some more.
2 weeks.
They showed some more Game and Wario and released some more details on exactly how that'll be played, and it's going to be a little bit different than some of the old stuff. The Virtual Console is finally launching this week for the Wii U, or either this week or next week. They're doing a system update that's going to improve load times. I
still can't believe that they launched without a Virtual Console.
Yeah, that seems silly to me. I mean, you could still access your Virtual Console stuff in Wii mode, but now they're actually releasing it for the Wii U. And if you want to, you can't just transfer your titles over. If you already own a title and you want to transfer it to be able to play in Wii U mode, then and take advantage of having it on the gamepad, so that you can have the without TV play. You can pay $1 for regular Nintendo titles or $1.50 for Super Nintendo titles.
That's where Nintendo throws you over a barrel on that one.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but it's still they found another way.
Because really, you're paying that $1 or $1.50 to be able to play it on the gamepad. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to upgrade.
That just tells you that Nintendo doesn't love you. If they really loved you, they would let you do it.
They love you more than other companies because what Microsoft or Sony would do is they would just say, full price, you can get it. Because that's what they did with your stuff that you have on your like UMDs and stuff that you have on your PSP. When the Vita came out and when the PSP Go came out, they had a program where, hey, if you already own this, you can mail it to us, and then if you pay it, we'll let you pay like $30 to get it in a digital format.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, I mean that never came to the United States.
Yeah,
but
it never came to the United States. But I just don't. Even though it's like $1.50, it's just I see it as another way of Nintendo taking your monies.
I mean, it's a completely optional thing if you want to be able to play on the gamepad.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, this is coming from the guy that doesn't own
all the stuff is completely functional still in Wii mode, so you don't have to worry about it.
I don't have one either. Don't feel bad.
Well,
the Wii was just a dust collector for me.
They showed more information about the Super Luigi U, which is the DLC for Super Mario Brothers U, and it's basically they're redoing all of the stages from that game to make them like more challenging. So like the stuff they showed was you only have 100 seconds to complete the level instead of 300. And you have a lot more like complex obstacles, like where you're having to dodge a lot more enemies and a lot more things on screen at once. And of course, Luigi can jump higher, and he has the little floatiness to his jump, as he is characteristic to do. It's harder for him to slow down after he's running. So like
it's the typical Nintendo stuff where like Mario gets the easy way through to steal the prize.
Yeah.
And Luigi has to break his back to
exactly.
try to appear as a hero.
Exactly. I mean that's generally that's part of Luigi's characteristics, I guess.
That poor guy.
They announced that Level 5 is releasing 3 different games to the eShop. One of them is by Keiji Inafune with his new company Concept, and it's going to be like a tank game where you play as a tank that's been shrunk down to miniature size, and you're fighting like ants and stuff.
That actually sounds cool.
Yeah, it might be pretty fun. So I'm interested to see that. One of them was like a first-person suspense kind of game. It seemed interesting, like you're on a space station or something. And the other one was I think a more traditional RPG kind of thing. Those all looked interesting, and they're coming sometime this summer. The big thing, there were 2 big things actually that they announced during this Nintendo Direct. The first one, they showed they are finally bringing Earthbound to the Virtual Console and to the United States.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, Mother 2, as it was known in Japan, is finally coming out for you to play.
I'm excited. I still have a cartridge of that.
It's going to be great.
I was disappointed that Mother 3 did not come out to the 64 like they promised.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why I hate Nintendo.
But that's finally coming out to Virtual Console, and it's going to be completely sweet. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And then the last thing that they did, the little tease on the end, they announced a new Legend of Zelda game for the 3DS, and it's in the Link to the Past universe.
Okay, so they're trying to rehash old fans.
They're kind of doing that, but it's going to be using a little bit more of the 3DS power. The graphics looked really cool. The style looked really neat. I fully enjoyed it. It doesn't look like you're using touch controls, which is great for me, because I hate that crap. Shout out to the Phantom Hourglass and the Spirit Tracks. Those games are good, but touch controls suck.
Agreed.
The interesting thing that they showed in the gameplay was Link has the power to turn into a drawing, like a wall painting, and then he can use that to kind of walk around the environment. Like the perspective switches, and you can kind of pan around edges to reach different ledges.
It goes for like a 2D mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
It looked really, really interesting in the video that they showed, and like any type of different puzzle mechanic that you can put into a Zelda game, I'm all for. Because
a new puzzle mechanic, because we've already seen.
And like nobody's real. I mean, that's been a thing that people have kind of done, like some of those shadow games where you're like kind of controlling a shadow instead of your actual character, and they've kind of adapted something similar to that where you're walking along the walls to reach new areas, and it seemed really neat, and it kind of makes you think about the environment in a different way.
It's nice to see them bringing innovation to such a run-down, beaten horse.
Yeah, I mean, I love Zelda. I play every Zelda that comes out, just because I'm a fan of that franchise, and
I still
I've always enjoyed it.
Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
those are
absolutely.
You could just go back and play
those. Those are my 2 favorite.
Instead of buying a new one. And whenever they say, there's a new one coming out, well, I'll just go back and play the other one. Same game.
But
it literally is. It's just different.
But it's nice to have different environments, a slightly different way of moving through the story, and different graphic style. Like, say what you want about it being tired or whatever, it's still fun. It's still fun to play through, and at the end of the day, that's really all I care about.
There were two Zelda titles that were not fun, and that was the Wind Waker.
Oh, no, you are so incorrect there.
Oh, I'm 100% correct.
No.
I played through the entire game, and I loved it. And then I got in the Dragon Boat, and they're like, let's go find the pieces of the Triforce. And I was just like, done.
No, that game is great.
And then,
Wind
like,
Waker is
Did it
fantastic.
come back and hit you in the back of the head because it was a boomerang?
No.
Oh,
Thank the gaming gods
that's
for
clever.
that one.
But,
I was like, I'm going to drop this one like a bomb.
oh, man, that game is fantastic.
And then, what was it? Majora's Mask.
Now, Majora's Mask, like, that
Okay.
one,
The creepy face in the moon scared me.
yeah, that game, I don't know. The mic is so far away.
And yeah, it's
You're
still
yelling, so
Yeah, you're like yelling everything.
I'm just really excited about games, guys.
I had to turn the game down. I had to move it like 2 feet away from
I'm
you.
so excited about games.
It's
Really,
insane.
Facebook, really?
Video games are so great.
Single rednecks. I hate Facebook now.
Man.
Anyway,
What?
that was random and crazy.
Is that
So
new
what else was
Facebook
Nintendo
game?
telling
I
you?
want to play.
Nintendo was just talking about
It's the only one I'll play.
basically just release dates for stuff that's coming out. They announced like some release dates for this fall. They announced some stuff that's coming in 2014. So I mean, they've got stuff. They're kind of keeping everybody informed. You know, hey, hang in there. Stuff is coming.
Get ready to pony up some money.
You're
because this is when
gonna
it's
have to
work.
spend a lot of money this fall, right on top of new systems coming out. Like,
See, when it comes down comparatively to me, when it comes down to should I buy into more Nintendo crap or should I get a PlayStation 4? Hands down, it will be a PlayStation 4.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna have everything eventually, but
I mean, the only thing that I was talking with Justin the other day, if the Xbox is only able to be used online mode, hands down it's a PlayStation 4 for me immediately. So
I just I can't think of any time in the last year that I haven't been online with my Xbox already.
Yeah, I'm online. Constantly.
Constantly with my Xbox.
Yeah. I mean, I don't take it anywhere. I'm not playing it in a desert.
Mine's got Wi-Fi.
If you don't have a wired, if you don't have a connection, then you can't play your system. It really makes me hateful.
Yeah, I
understand
that there are
everywhere.
people out
Deal
there that
with
don't
it.
have a.
I understand the internet's everywhere, but like I get this BattleNet, hatred. So
Well, yeah,
I don't have a problem with BattleNet because
I just want to play Diablo.
But it's been on, like, they've been doing that stuff, like, the
I
always online
play
for a while
my computer
now,
is
so.
always connected to the internet as
I
well.
know. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, if it always has to have an internet connection, that's in a way that's a bit of a deal breaker. But then again, I'm also a hardcore PlayStation.
It just doesn't affect me in any
devotee.
way. Like, if the system always has to be on, I guess I'll just continue as normal.
Yeah, I don't actually like my systems to be offline because then I can't access a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Like, all
well,
the services
some of
I
us
pay
have,
for.
Yeah.
have Comcast, and the internet connection is jumpy, and I hate it.
Well, yeah.
Well, whose fault is that?
Comcast? I didn't even know Comcast was in this area.
Do you mean,
Suddenlink.
Cass?
Suddenlink?
Oh, that was my mistake. Suddenlink, yeah.
I have Suddenlink. I don't generally have too many problems with it.
You have no
I mean,
idea.
once in a while it goes out, but...
You may need a new modem. I mean, like, I had to get a new modem and a new router.
Yeah, I was running at like 1 megabyte a second for like the longest time, and finally I was like, this is ridiculous. I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I was like, maybe they're doing upgrades or something. You know, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it'll come back and I'll be running at like 1,000 megs a second.
Nope.
Maybe it's just
Nope,
the fact
just
that
need a new modem.
for
The other one was
for
completely bad.
the 720, there's
Had
only
a million
one
errors.
game that I'm interested that Xbox has, and that's Halo.
But
Well, there's also Rise coming out
Oh yeah.
where, you have to have a Kinect with the new Xbox. It has it.
What is Rise?
Rise is going to be a first-person warrior game where you're, like, holding up a sword and a shield.
and it will suck.
Like, this is going to be the next
Oh yeah,
Gears
this
of
sounds
War.
like it's gonna
It's
suck.
going to really suck.
But you guys
You know
hate
why?
Kinect games.
Because it has Kinect.
You
I
hate
don't
Kinect.
hate
I
Kinect
actually-
games.
I love Kinect. You
I-
are so wrong because I love Kinect.
Really?
It is amazing in Skyrim. It was amazing in Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
And
Now,
it was
if they have
it was
peripherals
good in
with-
Racketeer,
If
and it's good in Dance Central and Your Shape Fitness Evolved. Outside of those games,
Actually,
Now,
Kinect
really
is awful.
I had a lot of fun with.
Now, see, if they
Power
had
Heroes.
peripherals, like if you had, they give you the sword and shield, you can actually use the sword and shield in the game.
it would
Yeah,
still suck.
It'd be better though.
But it would
if
still
you
suck.
could use like the Nerf sword and shield, you know.
It would suck.
I
would like.
I don't know.
that.
I mean, I enjoyed the Kinect.
I like it.
It's good, and I
Like
also
I said, there are definitely fun things you can do
I
with it.
played the crap out of the Kinect Sports, not Kinect, but the PS1 Sports, PS Move, and it
Sports Champions.
Had, it had a gladiator type game, and
But
it was good.
that's PlayStation Move,
and you had to use
which
two,
works
You had to use
and
two
works
wands
amazingly
but
well.
I nearly threw my shoulder out.
It's also
playing
really
that game
expensive.
for 6 hours. So
It's really not that expensive.
How
It's
much?
not really
How much for the
expensive. It's
wand?
really not.
$40 for the wand.
No, you can get a bundle with Sports Champions, a wand, and the eye for like $70.
But you need a second wand.
No,
No,
you don't.
You don't.
with the
Well, don't you need one for the that game you're talking about?
You don't have to have
play it
one
with
now.
two wands, but
Okay.
you only need one in the off controller. Another game I really enjoyed. My friend got the GunCon, hookup.
That thing's really
and
cool.
Played Killzone 3 with that, and it was
It's
awesome.
cool.
And then we went through House of the Dead.
And it works.
Super good. 1-for-1 accurate, baby.
Yeah.
Now, but the thing is, this isn't going to be on your current gen. This is going to be on the next one. So,
Oh, yeah.
Rise.
I don't think it
So
matters
I'm saying
because
that it might be a better camera.
I'm
the PC camera, PC Connect is better than the
it is
regular Connect.
It is.
So then I'm guessing maybe the new one's going to be better than that.
But
hoping because if
It's
Rise,
technically better, but there isn't any content for it for us to actually see that it is better.
if Rise is as well executed as I think it might be, because I've had a lot of fun with the Kinect. Kinect's good for one shot, like quick adventure games, like playing Fruit Ninja, like ridiculous.
Fruit Ninja's good. That's the other
But-
one that's good on there.
I just gotta say, if Rise is as good as what it looks like so far, it might be convincing. I mean, you got to give it a shot at least.
And I think the who's making it? Do you guys remember?
I don't know.
I thought it was either Ubisoft or
It's probably Ubisoft.
Crytek.
I mean, why would it not be Ubisoft?
I was gonna say it's either them or Crytek. It's
Ubisoft shows up to every ball game.
They really
Don't
do.
hate on the Ubisoft.
I'm
Don't.
actually
Don't hate.
impressed lately with Ubisoft. Like once Assassin's Creed came out, like the first one, they really took off as a game studio. It was the first. I mean, they've been making games all over the place, but they really proved themselves, and I'm looking forward to Black Flag.
See, I always
Pirates are awesome.
I like the Tom Clancy stuff. You know, I
Yeah.
liked Rainbow
Splinter
Six.
Cell, baby.
Splinter Cell was great.
Yep.
Redefined.
Blacklist is coming out
Except
soon.
Double Agent wasn't that good, but
Yeah, I didn't like it as much.
Conviction was really good. Though.
Conviction was
great.
outstanding.
Conviction was amazing.
It wasn't the Splinter Cell I was looking for, but it was a really good game.
It was a Splinter Cell you needed.
It wasn't the Splinter Cell.
No, it
you
wasn't
were looking
either of
for,
those
but it was
things.
the one you deserved.
It might have been the one we deserved
There you go.
after
The
people
ending was
didn't
like-
buy the other ones.
The ending was kind of.
So
What?
What else did you have?
Conviction?
But
Yeah.
that's it for Nintendo Direct. I'm just going to run down the releases for next week real quick. Like I mentioned before, we have Lego City Undercover: The Chase Begins for the 3DS. It's going to have simultaneous release on the eShop as well as retail. It's April 21st. That's Sunday. The next thing that we have here, the actual final full version of Don't Starve for the PC. This game is fun. It is a spin on the Minecraft-y type sandbox game, but the art style is so charming and Tim Burton-esque, and it's just really
turned
different.
off.
Like, your
You
main
said Tim
thing
Burton-esque.
is that you have to not starve.
the moment you say Tim Burton, Marquise just like rolls back over, and goes to bed.
I'm done.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
He's hibernating, folks.
I can agree with that. Tim Burton.
Overrated.
He's
Wow,
So overrated,
okay.
He is essentially killing that movie.
I didn't really care about Coraline, which was in that same vein.
It's a
Actually,
great
not-
movie.
it's a
And
good film.
the other one that came out recently,
And
like
it was
last
he
year,
didn't even touch-
Paranorman.
was actually good,
It's
but
amazing.
I wasn't like, yes. It was like, it's alright.
Well, it
Um,
wasn't even Tim Burton.
It wasn't.
He's just
yeah,
trying to
it
cast the
wasn't
Night
Tim
Never
Burton.
Saw
I know, but it's the
Magic.
same art style.
Well, kind of.
They took
Not
it and
really.
ran with
I just
it.
got tired of seeing Johnny Depp and everything.
But that's
Shut up,
that's the
I'm not
23rd. I actually have a free copy of that if somebody wants to play it.
Free copy of what?
Don't Starve, because I bought it early, so Steam
Sure,
gave me
I'll
a second
take it.
copy of it.
You should speaking of free, IGN has free copies of Horn.
What's that?
Horn.
What's that?
It's an awesome adventure game. It was on Android, and graphically, it's outstanding.
Did you guys get my email, by the way? I sent you the beta code for the Marvel Heroes game.
Yeah, it took me like 10 hours to install that.
What is that? I didn't get.
It's a free beta code for the
It probably only
beta.
works once.
Yeah, it was for this past weekend.
Yeah, I
it
didn't
took
get
so
it.
Did you
long.
play? You didn't even get to
What
play
is
No,
it.
it took so long to install the
It's an
game that I
MMO or
couldn't
something?
play it.
Oh,
But no, Horn is actually really good. It's got kind of like a
We'll have to talk about this.
what's the like not the last one, like a really good Ico.
if I look it up on here, will I find it?
What's the other game they made with,
You mean,
with all the golems?
Oh, that was
Infinity Blade,
no. It
No.
was Ico, and then it was
Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus. That was one of the most,
It-
and still is one of the best games ever made.
It feels
Oh,
like it
this is
takes-
that one by Zynga.
But it actually is really good.
It's by Zynga,
It
though.
looks
Yeah.
so generic and awful.
But it's all right. It's free, dude.
Show me.
Free.
Yeah, it's
They're
really-
charging $7 for this.
With his code, it's free.
Is
It
that
looks
Infinity
so
Blade?
generic. It's like Infinity Blade, basically.
Okay.
No, it's
But there's
not.
some traversal stuff. Yeah, it's pretty
Is
much
that
like
Laser
Infinity
Sword?
Blade.
I gotta play it now.
It's pretty much like Infinity Blade.
Laser Sword, Steve said.
I've read about this game before.
It's on basically all the
No, thank you.
So
all these things.
I will pass.
what's next?
It's free.
I'm passing.
Fries
It
for all
gets
things
good
is free.
reviews.
It's free, but it takes up space on my phone.
Oh my gosh.
Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. That's coming out. $40 gets you the game plus the new expansion. It's the only way to get this expansion because of the way that they had to integrate it. I mean, it's Capcom, so whatever.
So fake.
Oh, God.
But that's coming out. Might be a good time to play Dragon's Dogma. I might end up picking it up. I'm not sure.
I've heard good things about it, and I've heard
I've watched a lot of people play it online, and it seems pretty fun.
Watching people playing it and playing it are two different things.
Agreed.
Yeah, but I can tell. I've
Yes,
played
because
enough games that I can
you've
tell
got
what
those
it's like.
mystical psychic powers that we know nothing about.
Go.
Tapped into the power of
That's
awesome.
Tuesday. Dead Island Riptide. People have been waiting for that, not me. That comes out Tuesday. Thomas Was Alone for PlayStation 3 Network and PlayStation Vita. Star Trek, the movie game.
When you said the movie game, I automatically lost interest.
I don't know if it's based on the events of the movie or if
It
it's like a
probably is.
prequel
Yeah, it's
or
probably
like
based
they're
on the
doing
events.
something in there.
It's going to be a poorly executed
You
board.
run around with the Spock or Kirk and...
But that comes out.
I'm more interested in the movie than the game.
Poker Night 2 at the inventory. The Telltale poker game. That comes out on Tuesday. It's $5. You get some stuff that unlocks like customizations for Borderlands 2. And
Wait, hold on. You get Borderlands 2 stuff for this?
well, Claptrap's in it. Claptrap's one of the
But
characters
this
in
is
it.
if you play it on the Xbox, not the PC version.
Or the PlayStation
Well,
3?
I think that what they're doing is like you'll be able to get a access through Shift. It'll give you a Shift code to unlock that stuff, so you can get it on any version of Borderlands 2. I think is
Nice.
how that's going to work.
Okay, for $5?
Yeah, I mean, the first one was hilarious. I played and got all the bonus items out of that first game. Hilarious.
It's got Brock Sampson.
Brock Sampson from the
No.
Venture Brothers
No
is
way.
in it.
Yes.
Yeah. And Ash from Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, well, where is it? I
And
wish to upload my
Claptrap
money.
and GLaDOS and Sam from Sam and Max.
Yep.
Holy crap.
They're going all out with this
Yeah.
one. I was actually really interested in this one.
It's $5. Go ahead and pre-order it now because I think you get some bonus items for Team Fortress 2 if you do so.
It's virtual console stuff? Or do I have to buy like an actual game?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
On Steam. You have to buy it on
Oh,
Steam.
well, I'm going to buy it like... I'll get home, I'll be like...
It's
let's
$5.
do this. Click.
Yeah.
If Brock Sampson might show up,
Yeah, he'll be sitting there at the table playing poker with you.
I don't know. I would be afraid to bet against Brock
It was a
Sampson.
really cool game because like
He
the
has a
characters all had different tells and you could sit and watch for like changes in their face and like it was
Does
more
Brock
like
Sampson's
playing
eye twitch?
probably.
I don't know.
I mean, I
I'm
don't know.
gonna buy it.
I haven't
It's
played
gonna
this
be
one yet.
the way it's gonna be.
But the first one was so much fun. I played it a lot and got all the extra stuff out of it and had a great time with it. I recommend people picking that up because it's $5. like, what are you doing with $5? Probably not much. Guilty Gear XX Core Plus R for the Vita.
Moving on.
Let's get some
whatever.
Guilty Gear.
This is a cool game. Monaco.
Oh yeah.
It's like a heist game. It's coming out for Xbox Live Marketplace and PC. Looks like a lot of fun. I watched some dudes playing it, and they were just doing crazy stuff. And it looks like it's a really interesting, top-down, really neat art style. There's different character classes. There's like a hacker and like the wheelman and like all kinds of crazy stuff. Really great. XCOM Enemy Unknown Elite Edition. I assume that means it has all the like
Bells and
DLC
whistles and stuff.
The whoopla.
I need to get that game. It's a good game.
I played
I keep
XCOM.
wanting to play it, but I know that I wouldn't.
Okay, here's what I played that game through a couple of times, and I can honestly say it is worth every penny you will spend on it. I bought it initially. I got the all the character customization for free. Like, it's got a really good system of how things work, and if you manage yourself properly, like, it's just...
Is there enough of a carrot on a stick to keep me coming back for more? Is there always that one little extra thing that you want to upgrade at your base? Or
see,
like,
here's the thing: you get to choose. There's
It's also about the story.
There's synergy between the different buildings, the way you build them. You're knocking down alien technology. It gives you an incentive to capture them alive as opposed to blow them to bits, because if you capture them alive, you get their weapons. But like, you're going through each mission. Some missions are really hard because there's aliens everywhere. But when your sharpshooter pops up, steadies their rifle, and you get that zoomed in, like, slightly cinematic shot where they just blow that alien's like face off.
Yeah.
And it's a really fun game. It's really challenging, and it's got a lot to offer if you enjoy strategy.
Yeah,
So
I love strategy.
I played.
I just
in
know
peace.
it's one of those things where I would end up getting it, and then I would
You're
play
gonna
it
leave
like
in pieces.
twice.
Oh my god!
I was going through every mission,
even when he's sick,
wanting to do stuff, and it was still a good time. Like, I was on the edge of my seat. Like, the story was pretty basic, but it was also super good.
Yeah.
And it was killing aliens. Like, I got a lot of gratification of like going through missions and just be like, take that alien scum, like, throwing grenades and shooting lasers and stuff.
Steam will have a sale, and it will end up in my computer.
If you don't think you're going to
I'll
play it all the
probably get
time,
it on sale.
wait till it hits sale. I mean, the Chinese expansion came out, which was really cool.
That's racist.
No, it's not actually. It all involves China. But what I really did was I picked a group of my friends and I made them customize my squad to look like them.
Yeah.
And then we went around, and every time one of them died on Facebook, I made a post about it. Actually, I went through the entire game, and the only person I lost was one that was for story reasons. So it's pretty tense. Like, when a cyberdisk rolls up or a sectopod, you're like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna take this thing out. I gotta roll my dudes up.
Sounds terrific. I will wait for a sale.
It's worth a look. If it goes on sale, check it out.
If it hits $15 at some time, it'll show up on my computer.
You shop cheap, easy.
Actually, he spends way too much money on worthless crap.
I do.
Yeah,
My Steam
Mr.
list is out of
Batarang.
control. I just bought Anti-Chamber the other day because it was on sale for half price, and I've been wanting to play that game. That game's fun. It's really different, but it's one of those kind of artsy games where you're like, I'm playing this just because it's important in some way.
You bought that game to look cool and hip. Pretty much. You're like,
I liked
just
Anti-Chamber
wanna...
before it was
Eli
cool.
is
Wow.
now a game
Jeez. Now, he just wants to appeal to the giant bomb people. Like, well, hey, I'm just like you guys.
Hi,
We can hang
me.
out. Ryan Davis, I want to cuddle.
What?
Marquise. Marquise.
What do you got?
What do you got for news, man?
Why do I need to appeal to them? They have jobs.
Cuddle? Okay, wow. All
Oh,
right.
man.
Wow.
That was pretty good.
Wow, even sick, he just comes out of left field, man.
Ooh, yeah.
So SimCity's kind of working.
You
Where's the gun? Where's the
You
gun?
died.
Shoot him! Shoot him with something!
Please.
No more SimCity talk.
No.
Now.
Why are you afraid of little foam discs?
Dang it.
One actually flew back into my mouth, and then I put it back in and shot you.
That was good.
That went to a dark place. So
Dang
what you
it.
got for news,
Yeah,
Mickeys?
awesome.
Yeah.
This past weekend's top 10, 42 is number 1 with 27.4 mil. That's a Jackie Robinson biopic starring Harrison Ford.
Did you go see that?
No, I'm going to go see it this weekend.
Okay.
The one movie I want to see this weekend,
Jurassic Park 3D.
Jurassic Park 3D.
Yes.
Boom, Dinosaurs 3D.
It's still on the list. It's on the top 10 list.
All right, so
me have
number one is 42.
Number
That thing's
2.
coming out on Blu-ray 3D like next week.
Yeah.
What, Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Get it and we watch it.
Why to me? You buy it.
I just want to see it in the theater
you
because
don't-
Scary
I
Movie
will-
5 was number 2
That's
with
sad.
$14.1 million.
Disappointing.
Yeah, that is very disappointing. There's a lot of people out there that I don't know you, but I'm disappointed in you already.
Don't, because people don't know what funny is anymore.
Aw.
Number 3, The Croods, holding strong.
Still number 3?
So number 3, 13.1 million.
I gotta see that movie.
It's gonna be a sequel with that. Nicolas Cage is making that money. Pay that government off.
Nicolas Cage.
Number 4, G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Nice.
10.8 mil.
that's like the 4th week for that movie, isn't it?
Yeah. Number 5, Evil Dead, coming at 9.4 mil.
I still need to see that film.
Nah.
Probably
you
will
don't.
wait until it comes out on something more than the movie theater.
Yeah.
I have no.
You'd probably just wait until it
You know it's
doesn't
supposed to-
exist.
Till it comes out on Blu-ray.
So I'll wait till Nathan gets it on 3D.
And we
Evil Dead?
It's not in 3D.
it's in this.
No,
It's
it's on
in
3D.
this Amazon. It's in this Amazon queue right now.
It looks like a good movie.
Number 6 was Jurassic Park 3D, 8.8 mil.
Nice.
Oh, a
Number-
movie that's 20 years old is still kicking it, man.
April 23rd.
April 23rd.
That's when it's on Blu-ray.
Yep.
Okay,
It's
I'm
Tuesday.
gonna. I'll, what day is that?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
Looks like I'm
Evil
not working
Dead?
on Tuesday.
No,
No,
Jurassic Park.
3D.
Not working on Wednesday. Gonna watch some
I
Jurassic
bet
Park.
that probably means that it's not going to be in theaters after this weekend.
Probably not.
I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Crunch time.
Number
Who wants
7,
to
do or
Olympus Has
die?
Fallen is still holding strong in
Who
the
wants
top
to go see
10.
Jurassic Park?
That was
this
such a
weekend?
good
I do
movie.
in Athens.
J. Rod Butler Strikes Back, man. Yeah, that came at 7.2 mil.
I'll talk this days.
Oz the Great and Powerful still hanging there as well. 4.8
Surprising.
mil. There's gonna be a sequel with that.
Well, yeah.
Just no.
I can't say that. Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie, so I would enjoy a sequel.
Tyler Perry is holding on with Temptation, Marriage Counselor, and 4.5 mil. Hey, everyone goes, oh, when the black man comes up. I see how it is up in here.
If a white guy made that same movie, I would still be disgusted.
If a white guy made that movie, it would not make the charts.
No,
No.
don't feel bad. It's not Medea. So a lot of black people are going to go see it anyway because it's not. Oh my goodness! So
You know, I was watching, what was it? It was Whitney, and they had Ken Marino on there. Whitney's
Why would you do that to yourself?
why are you watching Whitney?
Yeah, I'll explain that in a minute. But
I don't want to know.
Ken Marino, though, you guys know who that is, right?
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
He said, there's no funny female actresses. And he said, oh, wait. Like, they're trying to see how mad they can get Whitney, basically, to make her snap and say something mean back. And the girl, his wife, is saying, did you hear that, Whitney? There's no funny women. And then he said, oh, wait, no, there's two. That chick and Mrs. Doubtfire and Medea. I was like, wow.
Boom.
You lost your man card by watching
pretty good.
Whitney, by the way.
I can't
She's hot.
No, she's
Also,
not.
everything's on rerun right
I
now.
can't dispute the fact that
That show is awful, terrible.
what
It-
show?
it's kind of
Whitney.
vanilla.
Oh, I
It's
kind of
bad.
forgot about it already.
They added a black character, and they're turning him into a white guy, little by little.
So it's the Michael Jackson effect.
The funniest thing that
Pretty
I
much.
saw on TV recently, there was well, it wasn't even on TV yet, but did you see Patton Oswalt's little
I
filibuster?
posted that, yeah. It was amazing.
The ad lib thing that's not even the whole thing. I'm sure is not even in the episode because that was just like an outtake
It
that
was
they
amazing.
showed. But it was
They're
was super funny.
They'll probably show they'll probably MSC probably post the full ones.
It will be in the enhanced version
Enhanced
on Hulu.
version. On
Yeah.
Hulu, yeah. Running on the top 10, A Place Beyond the Pines, starring Bradley Cooper and Ryan Gosling.
And Ava Mendes.
3.8. Yeah, Eva Mendes.
Mm-hmm. Ice cream.
And her non-talented acting self.
Love her to death.
She really doesn't have to be acting though.
Yeah.
She just needs to be
I
on
like Ghost
screen.
Rider. It was a good movie.
Which one?
The first one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was about to say
Nah.
if it was the
The
second one, I
come
would
with
probably
I like
kick your
Ghost
chair
Rider.
over.
It was pretty
It-
good.
I have the first one
It was
on
fun.
DVD. It was.
The
That's
big
a fun
release
movie.
out in
dig
theaters
that.
this Friday, Oblivion with Tom
awesome.
Cruise.
That's
I'm
good.
actually super excited for
It looks like
Woody.
the kind of summer sci-fi
Boy,
blockbuster that I want to
it is
see.
summer movie season now. We gotta make some plans.
Who directed that? Is that the guy that did District 9, or is it just
Yeah.
me? Is it?
Pretty sure.
Because District
No,
9...
the District 9 guy's doing something else. That's coming out sometime
I want a
soon.
District 10, like right now.
The District 9 guy's doing something
Did you
else,
say
I'm pretty
you
sure.
want
I don't think this one's
And
by
District
him.
9 was a great movie. They didn't
It
make a
was.
sequel.
It was great.
I
Yeah.
was so pumped because I was like, this is exactly how I would make a shooter game. Or, I mean, District 9 in a world that is so... where everything's been done before.
Yeah.
It was a breath of
It
fresh
was
air. to the
really
genre.
different. It was really cool.
Where you get that found footage, like blah blah.
I
blah.
love found footage
Found-
movies. I'm a sucker for that.
Found
every
footage
time.
though, they're not only are they a dime
Except
a
for
dozen,
that one that
there's
we
just-
watched that one night. That
You got to
horror
dig
movie.
through
It was
so
awful.
much crap to find a good found footage
Yeah.
one.
And yeah, you got.
Where they mixed found footage with actual like
Um,
movie.
Yeah.
That was really well done.
Okay, he's doing Elysium. That's
Yeah,
what
Oh,
Elysium. That's
okay.
what it is.
That
He
also
was the guy who directed this one. Directed Tron Legacy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I
Which I
automatically am
liked.
interested.
Joseph Konsky.
Tron Legacy was a great film.
Can't
All
wait for
right.
the third one.
Oh,
Should
yeah. Gotta give props to Tron.
Oh, you got more stuff. Okay.
Yeah. First of all, the Cleveland show got canceled.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, really?
That's
Yep.
okay. That show's kind of stupid.
Yeah, it's.
I slightly enjoyed that show when I.
It
I
had a
watched
couple
it.
funny moments, but it wasn't that great.
It wasn't as good as Family Guy.
So yeah,
Or American Dad, for that matter.
Yeah.
they didn't even give it a final like it's going to end like in the next.
It's just
couple
going to end
weeks.
abruptly.
It's just
Yeah.
going to end abruptly. It's
Oh,
not
you mean
even-
like
They're not going to wrap anything up.
Justice and
Yeah.
Well, they got endings.
They got-
technically.
for a
decent ending.
season. It wasn't a. It was like they fired.
It was more of an ending than this
so
is going to
the
get.
Cleveland show got fireflied.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay. So come on.
It wasn't that
What
great.
you know what Stephen Furlong's going to do? Oh wait, Cleveland magically moves back to Quahog
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
because he's Seth MacFarlane. He's going to
He
make
was-
$1 gazillion off anyway.
Or maybe they moved to Langley,
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be
That'd be funny.
that would be fun.
right
would be
across
funny.
from Steve.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Stan.
Stan.
Love that.
They're
kid.
remaking Weird Science.
Weird science.
They should have left
You
that.
know
back
why
in
they're
the
remaking
80s.
it? And it's going to start now because 21 Jump Street did so well.
Yeah, for some reason, 21 Jump Street did well.
I've
Have
got
you watched it?
No.
It's good.
It's really good.
Is it really good?
Yeah.
All right.
You know, if Weird Science
not
does
ashamed
well,
to say that.
they're gonna remake the Breakfast Club. I bet you, the Breakfast Club's gonna be remade.
recreate the
Yeah, you can't
Breakfast
redo
Club.
the Breakfast
You can't
Club.
recreate Weird Science, but
Yeah,
you're
you
going
can.
to.
Yeah,
Weird
you totally
Science,
can.
They had a TV show, man.
You definitely can recreate Weird Science.
16 Candles will probably get remade.
No, they
Pink
won't.
Probably-
No,
oh,
you're
yeah.
going too
I can
far.
see that happening.
yeah.
No.
Well,
Age
no,
revival.
I
John
can,
Hughes is dead.
I
so-
can agree with
I
that,
don't
where
think they'll do
they
all
will
that.
shamelessly remake anything if they think they can get $1 out of it.
Correct.
I just don't see those happening.
I watched
I see it
I
happening.
just watched the Breakfast Club again, and oh my goodness, that movie was
It's a
amazing.
great
It
movie.
holds up a little.
It
I
holds up.
love the Breakfast Club because they took a simple idea of detention and then made a profound experience out of it.
Yeah.
And it's fun. So
F-U-N.
Well, let's see. The star of Sons of Anarchy, Charlie Hunnam. They're using him as concept art for the Flash.
The Flash is so good in Injustice. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're using his likeness for a big WB film project.
it's not going to be the Flash.
I don't know. He could play the Flash. No, they're saying they're using him as the concept art now. Whether he's going to be the Flash, it's totally different. But they're saying they're using him as concept art.
I want.
Yes, we.
I think that'd be good. The Flash. I don't know who's he going to fight. Captain Cold
The prankster.
or some of his like,
No, but see,
his
if
really
they-
bad
if they-
B-list
if they do
Batman
the Rogues
knockoffs.
Gallery right, like Jeff Johns wrote the Rogues Gallery is
Yeah.
supposed to be, yeah, they'll do Captain Cold and Captain Boomerang.
I'm just saying,
and,
like if you look at the Flash's villains, they're just like Kmart brand Batman villains.
At first, but again, when Jeff Johns...
It takes a good writer to make it good.
Yeah.
But then again, Jeff Johns also signed on with the Green Lantern, and that movie was a steaming turd.
Oh, you gotta remind me about the Green Lantern.
It
Yeah,
had,
it was.
Get out!
Kind of bad.
No,
Yeah, not that bad.
It wasn't
Get out.
that bad. It was fun to watch.
It was no. It, wasn't.
It was horrible.
Yeah,
It was
was.
boring.
No,
Fun to
no.
watch.
Being a Green Lantern fan,
There wasn't
as
enough
big as
Green
I am,
Lantern happening in it, but it was fun
There
to watch.
was
There
not
was too
enough-
much giant clouds of yellow
Yeah,
birds.
giant
That
fart
part
clouds.
sucked, but I mean that
destroy the
sucked
world.
as bad as Galactus.
When I saw
so-
that, I was like,
Yeah, but those are terrible movies too.
the Parallax is a giant
They were fun to watch.
that inhabits the battery. And
They were fun to watch.
I thought they were terrible.
They weren't that great. Well, see, I'm not a huge Marvel fan, so I don't really care.
No, all the superhero movies up
No, the
until
Fantastic
Iron Man
Four.
were pretty
The
bad.
Fantastic Four movies were awful.
Yeah.
They were
I
fun to
don't
watch.
care how big of a fan you are of the Fantastic
I hated
Four.
the way they
Jessica
did
Alba
Silver Surfer.
and Chris Evans, his brother and sister.
No, it
It
doesn't
didn't
make
work
sense.
out at all. Chris
Nope.
Evans, no.
No.
He made a good,
And that's why he signed for Captain America, because he
good
knew
Captain
he...
America.
Although he doesn't even want to be Captain America anymore.
What?
RDJ wants to retire Iron Man, too. If I was Marvel, I'd be like, remember those ironclad contracts you signed? Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter what you want. 9 pictures.
Yeah, they're like, oh hey, was that
Well,
$100
RDJ's
million?
contract is up because he's done almost 9 pictures.
Well,
I don't know.
If they
Like,
count cameos.
Iron Man was good.
I think a trilogy is good. Stop with a trilogy.
trilogy is a good
yeah,
stopping
but
point, but there's
he's
only-
got to do Avengers 2.
So,
So you just do a trilogy.
do a
and
trilogy of Iron Man and then do a trilogy of Avengers. Done.
But
He's not going to be in any more Iron Man though.
does that mean
That's fine because the third one's getting ready to come
Same.
out.
what about,
Just
Who-
saying.
I mean,
what about Guardians of the Galaxy though?
yeah.
It doesn't matter who plays it in Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, we don't know if
Because
Tony's-
everyone
If it's-
associates that.
we don't
actor
we
with
don't
the
know
character.
if they're going to do like they're doing in the
Well,
books
how many
right
different
now.
people have played the Hulk?
No, I'm just saying.
They obviously don't care.
The only good Hulk.
Speaking of Marvel news, by the way, so anybody hear about the Morris Chestnut deal?
No,
Who's Morris Chestnut?
inform us.
Apparently,
Please.
He's a good actor.
he was hitting that he was going to play Black Panther and
Oh, I know
and
who
then
you're
he
talking about.
mysteriously took it back.
What?
Yeah, and people
He
were
was
like,
like-
"Why'd you just say it?" Then all of a sudden take it back like 2 days later.
Because
That's
my
fishy.
agent didn't tell me that I was getting that for sure yet.
Or
Or
then
the
or then Marvel said, shut up."
Disney was like, "You shut your face."
Disney was like, "Who? You said what now?"
Disney was like, we have lawyers.
He was like,
He was
"I'm not
like,
playing Black Panther." I think he'd be a good cast with Black Panther. He wasn't my number one choice.
BT Dubs, we bought all the lawyers.
He's not my number one choice to be Black
Does
Panther,
that mean
but he could be a good
They
Black
technically
Panther.
have George Lucas's, Marvel's, and Disney's lawyers all rolled into a giant
Yeah.
bio ball of litigation and destruction.
Yet it still looks like Harvey Birdman.
Harvey Birdman.
Hello.
And that's
Love that show. So great.
Did you get that thing I sent you?
again.
What thing?
I think
Huh?
he'd be good.
Oh,
We'll see. Also, Anthony Mackie didn't like the Falcon suit.
It was too new. He wanted the old retro.
He wanted
Amazing.
the red suit, and I'm like, no,
No.
that's
Oh, God.
retarded.
That's
Mind
embarrassing.
taker.
I wouldn't. No.
And I'm happy they're going with the Steve Rogers Super Soldier suit in this one.
That one is good.
I hope they keep it. I hope they just give him that one.
I hope they see what they need to do is with this. I mean, as an actor, I understand that you don't want to be stuck in one role, but as successful as the movies would be that you could create, I mean,
Okay, here's their problem. They want to be artsy fartsy. They want to be, we want creative input.
I am an actor. You know,
Actor. No. You got a gazillion dollars to play a superhero. How about you man up, put the tights on, and go play the superhero?
yeah, but
Yeah.
they're not just tights anymore. But I understand
I
what you're
mean,
talking about.
because once you're done, because after 3 movies, you can make, okay, after 3 movies in the big Avengers trilogy, I'm done.
I mean, like, when the Avengers came out, it was hard. Like, I guess they were standing around in their theater, like, wondering what was going on as they were rolling through their giant piles of money that movie made. And you look at that and you're like, Captain America is an iconic character. He's amazing, and the movie was good. And the Avengers comes out and you're like, this is a character that's steeped in decades of, not so good writing, all the,
Decades of derp.
but at the same time, like Captain America being one of my favorite Marvel heroes because he represents everything that is good, and at one point good in America. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But to have an actor that I'm finally I watched the old Captain America movie and that was awful. But to have an actor that I'm actually comfortable with saying that is the man I would choose to play Steve Rogers, I
I
would hate to
understand.
see him go.
I understand that he wants to be. I understand. You know what? You want to go out. You want to do different things. RDJ, I understand because he's rolling at the 40s. He's up there. But Chris Evans, like, dude, you're still young. You still got your entire career ahead of you.
But I mean, RDJ, like I love him as Tony Stark. After I saw him in the previews for Iron Man 1, I was like, yeah, he's definitely the main man I would see for playing Tony Stark because
But see, I would have a solid replacement for him though. Remember Eureka, the guy who plays Stark in Eureka?
Yeah.
He would be a great Tony Stark.
Yeah, he would.
He could play it a different way than RDJ plays it.
What they would probably do is when RDJ drops out, they'll reboot the entire series with a new set of movies and a new actor. Like, I love Chris Nolan's Batman, but I had my issues with it because of the realistic take on a lot of things. I wanted to see, I didn't care about Bane. I would have rather had a movie where Mr. Freeze, walks in and freezes after the horrible debacle of Batman and Robin with Arnold Schwarzenegger playing as Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
I want a quality set of villains. And
I would.
Catwoman was well done, but she wasn't the Catwoman I wanted.
Yeah.
Nor was she. But the actress was the one we deserved.
Yeah.
It's just.
I
don't know. I wanted to see different Batman villains. Two-Face had his
But see, no one else is
Ripper.
complaining though. As far as right now, you don't see anyone else complaining. Sam Jackson's going to be in. You know how many movies he signed on for?
Sam Jackson is.
He's literally almost in every movie.
As long
Plus,
as
I
Sam
should be the
Jackson
one.
likes having fun.
as long as he as long as
He's also a big nerd, so
as long
Yeah.
as he can have fun and they'll cut him a paycheck, he'll show up. He's
He doesn't
a
care.
pretty hardworking
you don't
guy.
see Hiddleston complaining.
I think he's like in his 60s, isn't he?
He's getting up there.
Yeah, he's another. But I mean, you don't.
You can't tell by looking at him.
Sam Jackson though. I mean, I loved even though I hated his role in the previous Star Wars movies, but reading about
he was
how
one of the characters I actually liked in that.
yeah, and
I just hate the
he
movies.
got washed. So but I really enjoyed learning about when you're like, oh, so an actor that makes lots of money is actually a huge nerd that actually makes me like them more. I mean,
And I think that's a lot of the problem with it is that they're. I mean, Renner's all down. Like you hear Jeremy Renner, he wants a bigger role for Hawkeye. He's down.
because Hawkeye is such a good character.
So I mean, it's just it's kind of sad to hear that they want to quit, but at the same time you kind of understand they want to quit.
But
It's a machine. They don't want to be part of the machine.
But think of it this way, I mean,
A lot of actors just view that as a job, and they don't want to work at it any more than you or I would want to work at our crappy jobs.
And look at Shia LaBeouf. He did 100 big budget films. He's rich.
Yeah.
Now he's making the movies he wants to make. You know?
Like Johnny Depp is one of those kind of actors. He doesn't it's just a job to him. He doesn't even watch his own movies or
He's already made the movies he wanted to make.
Yeah.
And they were terrible.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Kinda.
Ed Wood.
Oh, I didn't see that one. But,
Yeah, go look at IMDb during the 90s.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff he did while he was kind of.
He's like, I'm Johnny Depp. Everyone loves me. Yeah, but your movies are terrible. Well, yeah.
some of his best movies, I will sad to say.
Benny and June's pretty good.
Benny and June's really good.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
I like that film.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton's like, I need someone that can make this role work, and he calls up Johnny Depp. And he's like, Johnny Depp, can you play yourself in this new other role? We'll just put some different makeup on you. Just show up. You don't even need a script. Just,
Johnny is Tim.
Just go.
I need you.
Just come and be quiet. Just come and be quiet and weird.
You see Johnny Depp sliding down his Tim Burton pole,
Yeah.
and into the Tim Burton car, and he's driving away.
I heard, you guys see the movie The Rum Diaries?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a great
I
movie.
hated that film.
Really?
I felt like nothing really happened.
That's just one of those kind of movies.
I hate those movies. Something has to happen. But the girl in the movie, in real life, is gay.
Yeah.
Amber Heard.
Okay.
Beautiful. Rumor has it he turned her straight.
Amber Heard was gay.
Yeah.
He did turn her straight then because she wow. Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
He's got it. Whatever it is.
Isn't he happily married with kids?
No.
Yeah, he has
Not
kids.
Yeah, yes.
No.
Yeah, he has kids.
No, he's got kids.
Not married anymore.
You know what I mean?
Not married anymore.
Oh!
That's what I was saying. That's how him and anyways. But I wanted to talk about games because it's drying up a little bit right now. But we got some stuff coming out. One of them is State of Decay. You guys been paying attention to this at all?
No.
Okay, it's a zombie game. I know, ooh, zombies.
What platform?
Xbox Live Arcade.
That's why I haven't heard.
It's a resource management game where you're making friends and you're building a community. So it's kind of like making your own. What's the town? Woodbury.
Yeah.
Making your own Woodbury kind of thing. And the whole time you're trying to survive. So that's one I want us to be on the lookout for. It comes out in the next month or two. The other one, Fuse. From Insomniac? Or no?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
from Insomniac, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, so this is their first
platform
multi-platform game. And Insomniac's
It's the one that
made
used to be. It had that different name. It was like the squad game.
Yeah,
It still is.
it
but-
still
is,
is,
but, like, and they changed,
they
like, what it
overhauled the
is.
whole thing.
Yeah. Overstrike. is
Yeah,
what it is.
Overstrike, which was a little much.
It was so cool looking. I wish they would have kept that look because I think the thing they're doing now is kind of less cool.
Yeah, but still, it could be great.
It could be. It could be really good.
We'll
I
keep
just
an eye
think that the original concept that they showed was a little bit more interesting.
Do you know? Well, you know what the original concept for the game was, right? It's that heavy,
brutal force. Or
Yeah, brute force.
Brute force. Wow, that's a
Yeah,
name dug
brute
up
force.
from the past.
That was
Man.
kind of what it reminded me of, and I was like, "Yes, please."
I love
Sign
that
me
game.
up.
It was so good.
We went on in that game. Eventually, got bad, like really boring. And
It was
just
still
kept
fun.
Trudging on.
It was
The
still fun.
ragdoll
We
physics
tried.
with the shotgun.
Yeah.
Make
Brute
me laugh
force?
every
Brute
Did you
time.
not play it on the Xbox?
It was an Xbox launch title.
Oh, it was so
No,
good.
it was.
Was it not a launch
It
title?
was not
It
a
was
launch
like
title.
it was like 2 years later.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
it was-
Xbox launched
No.
with one good game.
Halo.
Halo.
Yeah, everything else was awful.
Well, what's nice is
Project Gotham Racing was really good.
when I'm sick like this, I sound like one of the characters because you blow stuff up as the main dude. He's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's how we do it.
Yeah.
I used to freak out one of
That game was good.
one of Stacy's friends all the time. I go, yeah.
Now see that sound
That is kind of creepy. I will
Fuse
admit
does
Yeah, I
look
know.
kind of interesting, but it would have
I
been
don't know.
nice to see what their original direction would have ended up at.
It could be a good game. You know, it's a 4-person cooperative game where everyone has their special abilities.
So
Do I even know 4 people that are going to buy that game? Probably not.
Well, it comes out like next month.
Yeah, I know.
I'm probably not going to buy it, but
I'm not
like,
either, because
yeah. If you
from
guys
now
aren't buying
until
it, I'm not buying
until
it.
Animal Crossing, I am playing other stuff.
wait.
And Steve doesn't have an
Animal
Xbox
Crossing?
because he's totally lame.
Yeah,
Oh,
Animal Crossing for the 3DS.
Aw.
No, you just
Yeah.
he mentioned Animal Crossing for 3DS and just kind of. Hey,
What?
I might be lame for not having an Xbox. I maintain my Xbox Live account, but I got a PlayStation first. So, and I play more games on.
It's
my
weird
computer.
because 3 out of 4 of us has an Xbox, and we hey, let's play a game. It's like, oh, but Steve's gotta
Well, see, he's like, let me go over to my girlfriend's
I have a
house
PS3.
or my friend's house.
log into my Xbox Live account. Give me
Hey.
like,
I have
Whatever.
a PS3. You guys need PS3s. That's the
I'm
problem.
not
Yeah.
gonna- I don't like
That's actually
PlayStation
the problem.
controllers. at
PlayStation
all.
controllers.
I don't mind
are superior.
PlayStation controllers.
No.
I used to rock a PS2.
Fantastic.
They're not superior, but they're good.
know.
I
Yeah, never
played
liked
the
them.
crap out of my PS2, and I think one of the things that still makes me like the PS3 is the fact that I have a first gen with the backwards compatibility in the Emotion Engine.
In my opinion, there are 2 things holding
Motion engine.
the PlayStation controller back.
Dude, don't you shake your head at me.
Point number 1, it needs to have offset analog sticks. Please do that. It needs to have offset analog sticks. That would
Yeah.
make things better.
Nah.
The other thing, it needs to have triggers that are curved concavely instead of convexly.
Eh.
Because
It feels weird.
how many times do my fingers slip off the damn button? So many times.
And with that,
That's why I like the Xbox controller better.
When you said that, all I could think was like, did you have like chicken right before you played and you got the grease on? You're like,
No, I mean,
he was
they're,
eating Mr.
it's because they're curved. It's because they're curved the wrong way, and so when you pull the trigger, your finger just naturally.
I have actually
slides off
never
the end.
had a problem with the controller's construction or its execution.
neither have I.
The only controller that I absolutely hate. There are two controllers that I hate the most, and that was the
Say
original.
Nintendo 64.
No, the 64 was all right.
it was weird.
I still hated it for a lot of things, but the
So comfortable.
anyway.
It was a Trident.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
I hated the GameCube controller because I felt like it was made for little Japanese girls.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty
Seriously.
small.
It was
Yeah.
like
It was pretty small.
when you grip a controller and your fingers touch, it is too small.
It was pretty small.
And then
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hated
like
the
that.
original Xbox controller. I felt like I was putting
No!
a pipe.
No!
I knew it.
No!
I knew he was going to say
There was
that.
a
I
pipe
knew.
plate with buttons.
You are not allowed to hate that!
I just did.
No!
I loved it. I loved it.
No!
I love the original
It's
Xbox.
the best!
The
The
S.
Duke!
The
The
Duke
Duke
was
is all
great.
day!
It was.
It was a workout for your
If
hand.
if I could get somebody to mod me one of those wireless Dukes
It
for
is-
my 360,
It was
I
a
would-
self-defense
I would
controller
pay
because
somebody.
if
I
someone
want one.
invaded your house, you could beat them to death. with it.
that thing was so great.
Just grab it by the cord and swing it like a mace.
It was so great. It's huge. It's like this big, and you're
No.
just like
No.
you're
No, I
completely
liked
comfortable
it. I liked it.
No.
holding
This
that in your
controller,
hand.
the Xbox 360 controller, is an amazing controller.
Yeah, it's the best controller currently,
Leagues ahead.
but it's not better than the Duke. I would rather have the Duke.
I don't know about that. I'd rather have that. That's the one that I'm happiest with. I mean, fighting games, no, but for everything else, yes.
I'd rather have the Duke.
Easy, you're picky though, so you're real picky.
I'm not that picky. I just like to keep things simple.
I saw the Xbox and I was like, there are less buttons and there's less space on the dashboard of my car than on this controller. I felt like I was flying an airplane. It was awful.
What?
Then again,
What?
I had a PlayStation controller.
You know what? Since you
Okay.
said that, we're gonna have to do a special gameplay. Steel Battalion, not heavy armor.
The good Steel Battalion.
The 40+ button game.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do.
Who
a
has the
stream 'cause
controller for the
He
40
does.
plus?
Who you think?
You got the Steel
Yeah,
Battalion?
he does.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, we gotta play that then. I'm all for it.
We'll have to hook it up to.
I want to flip the little lid and hit the eject button.
Well, do you have the?
We're like in the middle of a tense battle. You just
I've always
eject
wanted.
us.
I didn't know. I've always wanted to play with that.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
really
it's hidden.
enjoyed the.
Does it actually? It has a mode where it deletes your save game, doesn't it? Like
Yeah,
if you die,
if you die before you hit the eject button,
it deletes your save
it
game.
deletes your save
You have
game.
to start
And
over.
I've had that happen.
Yeah,
I did not finish that game.
awesome. That's a great.
So
that's-
hard.
That's wonderful.
It reminds me of.
I was so mad that I was in college and could not afford to buy that controller.
You'll have to bring over, if we're going to hook it up to this and then hook it up to the capture device, you're going to have to bring over the high def Xbox.
Okay, yeah, I have.
I
it.
never got it
Yeah,
because
I got
TV.
one from I got a GameStop brand one from like when I was in college because I needed it.
I'm so excited now. I've got chills down my spine.
It-
I can't wait.
I can't believe you didn't know he had that thing.
No,
it
I
makes
didn't.
me want to play Mech Warrior again.
I want to sit here and be
I've
like,
been playing.
No, wait, you have been.
I
Yeah.
do play Mech Warrior.
I need
Online.
to play that. I downloaded it,
It
and
is
it's sitting there.
good. What is wrong with you? It's good. When you walk onto the fields of combat and you see the other people come
I
over
play
the hill.
so many things.
and- see, that's what my life has been reduced to since I have so much small amounts of time. It's
Yeah.
one-shot games. You log in, you play a couple of rounds, you slag some people. It's pretty good.
So that's really,
Netflix Gem of the Week.
oh yeah, we didn't even do that.
Netflix Gem of the Week, Troll Hunter.
Such a good movie.
Go watch it. You'll
It's-
like it. It's
yeah.
fun.
It's subtitled.
It is. It's
Yeah,
in Swedish.
It's subtitled, but
Swedish meter.
it's a well-done
Swedish
film.
meat.
It is.
I
It's
was
really good.
surprised.
Troll with
Uh,
the Swedish meatballs.
Bonus gem. It's not. It might. Maybe it's on there now. The Frankenstein effect.
Yeah, it's on there.
It's on there now. That's a little bonus because it's kind of similar in style. So a little bonus, but Troll Hunter, definitely watch that. And
Yeah,
I haven't watched
okay.
Frankenstein effect yet.
Troll
I'll
Hunter
take my own advice.
Troll Hunter was a Really good movie.
Yeah, really great. I've watched it like 4 times.
It took a lot of the folklore around the creature from the native area and,
Yep.
and made it into a good movie.
Yep, really good. Troll!
So we talked a lot about games this week, a little bit about movies, about TV, a little about comics. So we kind of got all, a little everything this week. No pro wrestling though.
No wrestling, but everything kind of wrapped up in...
Yeah, nothing's really happening that
Not much hype
anyone
now.
cares about
Yeah.
at the moment. So,
Fandangoing.
Fandangoing.
Yeah, fandangoing.
but they're already killing that though.
What?
Because the way they do it.
Because the E is evil, and they're going to beat it into the ground.
They already started beating it into the ground. They gave him a segment.
They tried to force it, and the crowd was just like, no. We control this.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Let's see. I guess for next week, look for us on Time Rust Tuesdays. What else?
Are we doing Steel Battalion on Tuesday then?
Do you guys want to try?
I don't know.
If I can make it, yeah.
I would
I'm
say
in.
we either
I'm
do
good
that or
for
we
good
try and
action.
just like play some random interesting things or
Or
something.
we play a Connect game. We haven't done a Connect game.
Or we do.
You know,
we
it's-
do have trials. We could do trials.
Oh, we're going to play DJ Hero. Yay.
DJ Hero might not be a bad idea.
I tell you what, we're gonna do Weird Peripheral Tuesday.
Weird Peripheral Tuesday. I like it.
It's either Connect or DJ Hero.
Oh man, I
I
was
like
going to
DJ
dust off my
Hero.
Virtual Boy.
I have one of those.
DJ
I'm sorry.
Hero
I
would
love
be
it.
pretty
I
good.
nearly went blind because of that thing.
One of the screens isn't in there right, so I have to take it completely apart and like fix something. I don't know.
Yeah, we need to have a Time Rust Tuesday where we crank up the Sega Saturn.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that.
I would love to
The
play
only,
some
it
Guardian
might be
Heroes.
tough getting it to go stream though.
Well, you know what we could do then is just play it, and then like on any one of the computers, and then just stream straight from the computer on emulator.
Oh,
Then
like
again,
an
yeah,
emulator.
we could probably emulate it, but I mean, like, Sega Saturn was such a good system.
It really was, and I have some good games.
Dragon Force for the win.
I can't see it from here, but there was a really good point and click adventure. It was a cyberpunk kind of thing.
It
Oh,
was probably.
You know, Die Hard, the arcade game. We're still playing that.
That game was great.
I don't know. I also like. I'm still trying to find a time
what's the
when we
move
could
to?
actually get together to do the tabletopping. I have no idea.
Well, you already
how to
play
do it.
like 3 times a week, don't you?
Yeah.
You got your League of Legends. You got
No,
two.
I've got Pathfinder, Star Wars, and Vampire.
Jeez. All right. So what we're gonna be doing?
We'll figure something up. I think Fridays might be a good time to pencil in.
What we're
Doesn't sound good for you.
Yep.
we'll talk about that off air. But what I was trying to get at is we're gonna try to do some more video reviews.
Yep.
Because people love video stuff.
And we're gonna have more video. Like we're gonna for the people that don't want to go to Twitch and watch our archives, we're gonna start putting some of our archives from there onto the YouTube channel.
kind of cutting them up into pieces. Like
Nice.
Yeah.
when we had the Halo night last month, that was a big success, and we'll take that and put it over.
Should do that again.
We'll take some Dark Souls and put it on there,
Just
stuff
Halo.
like that.
Yeah, we had a problem with our Twitch
Halo
archive. Like
guy.
it deleted. Like everybody on Twitch had a problem with their archives because they were changing some stuff on the back end to make archiving a little bit different,
And they deleted stuff.
and a lot of stuff got lost. So like I lost almost every video that I had. I had like 40 some videos on there, and I am down to like 4 videos on Twitch now.
That is awesome. Way to go, Twitch.tv. Justin TV for the win.
But the stuff that I created highlights of all worked, so I guess I should have just created highlights of every video I ever made.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, right.
So we're going to have more video up on our website. I'm working on the RSS feed right
So,
now.
okay, let's get this straight. You guys are going to see Jurassic Park 3D this weekend, right?
I'm gonna
I'm
try and
probably
go
gonna
see
try
it
to.
sometime.
I
yeah.
might
Okay,
not
so
even
we can
travel
get
to Athens, but yeah.
sometime next week we can get a video review with you two on Jurassic Park 3D.
I already know how it's gonna go.
Maybe.
It's gonna be like,
Okay.
that movie was amazing again.
That sound good?
Maybe. I don't know. It depends.
Sure.
Okay. See, yeah, boom, boom. We got one coming up
Slate
next
that
week.
one down.
I might go see Oblivion this weekend. I don't know.
That comes up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will probably see it.
I'm going to go see 42 probably this weekend. I'll probably go see G.I. Joe again because I'll take my sister to go see that.
Hey, I don't know. I'm
And
pretty
I
much
might go
off
see
all
Scary
weekend.
Movie 5.
We should hook it up on Saturday.
Um,
Why?
Because,
dude, don't go see Scary Movie
because
5.
part of our job is to review movies, even though the crappy ones,
That's so bad.
yeah. And
Like-
hello, I'm the movies guy, so
Oh,
I've got to
hold
go
on.
see
This,
it.
this is the review. This is my review for Scary Movie 5. You go, I went there, I saw it, I wasted my money, I laughed a little bit, wasn't so great, movie done.
I'm gonna go talk to the GM and see if I can get a reviewer status for us, and we can walk in and go see free movies. So again,
That would be okay with me.
but we have to write. We each have to write a couple movie reviews and put it on the site. That way, we can be legitimate as movie reviewers.
Okay.
So, anyways, this is a little back end stuff you guys are hearing, but we're gonna shut off for tonight because my throat's killing me.
Literally.
Oh, it hurts so much.
Why is your esophagus on the outside of your neck?
Yeah, I know.
I'm Batman.
Pledge allegiance to me.
Just leave real quick. World's rocks. You're dangling someone off the roof with their ankles. Swear to me.
That voice was so bad.
Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent.
Can we trust him?
I think I should sign up for the next Batman animated film. I don't know why.
Yeah,
No, Kevin Conroy.
because Kevin Conroy walked in the room, you'd be like, "Oh my goodness, Kevin Conroy's here."
Yeah.
Batman just walked into the room, folks. I'm done.
It's either Kevin Conroy or they get the actor Bruce Greenwood.
Yeah, he's a decent Batman.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's alright. It's just I get a little sick of hearing it. I'd rather have Kevin Conroy, but alright, we're wrapping it up. This was episode 10.
Buy more comics, folks.
Do stuff.
Take her easy.
Listen to more of our podcast. I'm Batman.